Hey guys, Stars and Stripes RC with you today. I always like to thank my supporters. Uh, First of all, FMS for supporting me for the last 3 years. Looking forward to a 4th year next year with them. RCbattery.com for the last 2 years. I believe it is now 3 years coming up next year. Those guys have been really supportive and have helped me out and have supplied me with everything I need to represent them. I also like to, if you're watching this on TikTok, look for me on YouTube under Stars and Stripes RC and check me out over there and like and subscribe. And if you're watching me on TikTok, I'm new to TikTok. If you're watching me on YouTube and you do watch TikTok, look for me over there as well. I always appreciate my subscribers and my followers on TikTok. I don't get paid for my content. I do it strictly for the fun of it and to show my brand, FMS. Now, been in the hobby for 38 years, so obviously I've flown other brands. I've flown different types of planes. There's nothing that in my agreement that says I can't. But I've been flying FMS for 18 years, and they're my brand. I do have a couple or 3 ARFs, which is your balsa planes where you have to assemble them and install all the electronics and servos and all that. This one, the Raven I got here is a newer one, and what I wanted to do today is a short video. Well, I don't know if it'll be short, but anyway, to show you how I go about removing wrinkles in this oar cover, or if you have other coverings. Obviously you need a heating iron, and I know a lot of you guys out there have done this or pros at this and whatnot. I never use a heat gun. Okay, I never do. It's, for me, would be too dangerous. I'd get things too hot. But I wanted to show you how I remove wrinkles in mine, and I'm real picky when it comes to these type of planes. If I see the slightest wrinkle in it, I break out the iron and I get it out because it just looks so much better. So bear with me. Let me get my camera positioned. Hopefully you can see this on camera. The lighting is not the best, and the covering being red, it's kind of hard to get it just right where you can see it, and for me to get in to actually do what I do. Now, if you can see, on the rudder, there's several wrinkles there. And so what I do now, oh, sorry about that, guys. I kind of knew that was going to happen. Excuse me. What I do is I replace my sock. I can't say how often, but over time it gets dirty. And if you go over something with a dirty iron sock, it could transfer over to your covering. I've had it happen before. Now, I usually set mine, if you can see it there, right between 327 and 387, or if you will, 164 degrees and 197 degrees. Some may differ. Some people may differ and use a different heat setting, but that's what I use. And I don't hold, I just lightly go over a little at a time, moving it and taking it away. I'll hold it a little bit and let that heat sink in. I don't hold it on there for an extended amount of time, because sometimes when you do that, you'll get wrinkles in there that you can't get out. So this is just kind of shrinking that wrinkle and stretching it. It takes time, it takes patience, and you just got to go slow. You can't press and hold on those things, because, like I said, you'll end up with some little wrinkles you can't get out, and it's kind of not going to look good. So I just kind of hold it for a second or two and move it. You seen that one come out? Hopefully you can see this. Hold it a second or two, and I just keep moving it like that. Now it's kind of hard, and you can see those wrinkles are gone. When you get loose covering in between your structure inside, I always just work from the corner. I work from a corner out. Right now, that's looking pretty good. You kind of see it there a little bit. So I'm just going to hold it there and move it, keep moving it, keep moving it until it's gone. And especially when you have layered covering, for example, um, if you have different color covering that's layered, a good example, or the best example I have available, would be the battery cover for this plane. You can see where they have two colors, and so what they've done actually here is layered three, and that layering only is so far underneath the blue, for example, and so if you heat it too much, that shrink down and look very ugly. So you got to just be sure that you're, you know, not keeping that heat applied for very long, especially where, you have that layering going on. I don't know if you can see, you probably can't see the wrinkles that I have. I wish my lighting was better, guys. I apologize. But I have some wrinkles in that battery covering. And I was going to try to see if I could show that and get that out. But it's really kind of hard to see those. So, but again, the key is slow and patient, and move that iron. Don't let that heat, concentrate too long on one spot, and just work it. That's what it is. Now that wrinkle could move on you, but eventually it's gonna to shrink, and it'll be gone. So again, guys, that's how I do that's how I do my uh, wrinkling remover on my ARF planes. And I appreciate you watching.